Hi guys, good morning. It is Tuesday. I feel like I missed a trade this morning, but I have been doing some meditations and so I'm just going to kind of breathe and let it go. It is 9:15. During the summer and even maybe during the school year, I'm looking to start trading just a little bit later in the day. It kind of helps with my just having my mind in the correct space. So that is just what I need to do. Take a step back, breathe, let it go, and roll with it. So let's take a look at what's happening so far today. And let me pull up the daily chart. Pop it right here. Ooh, got a nice little reversal bar there. I was talking to him yesterday about how things were a little weak to the downside. And this is a great place. It's held several times. Look at all these closes right around this same spot. So it's more or less an anticipation of an area to hold. This is really, see if I want to grab this one right here. It's going to put me right at that low. Just keep watching to see if this is going to really push up and push through. There we go. I'm going to go 2 ticks right behind this spot. And I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. The way that it's pulling back a little bit, I'm just comfortable with that for the moment. This may continue up. I do have a habit of exiting early, which I'm working on, but look, it's showing some weakness going to the upside. The pivots kept continuing, making lower here. It pushed up. It did not close above that area at that point. And no, it was that's a pretty good exit. I'm good with it. See if this comes down just a little more. Really should have been in just a little more. I wanted to see if it was going to come back and roll off of here, but I see this roll off starting to happen. May have been chasing a little bit. We'll see if this follows through. It's starting to pull back just a little bit. There we go. Pull back a lot bit. Let's be prepared for the next one when it sets up. Go. Move that to a break even. going to drop this here. There we go. Okay. I dropped it right below that little pivot, just watching as this was leading lower and lower, and this was struggling to go up. So, good where I'm at. May even call that a day. Let me see what's going on. I'll be right back. This is my weakness, guys. This is my kryptonite. It's that last little second before it pops that I find myself exiting. I'm not angry with myself, but it tells me that I have room for growth. I gotta finish sending this message. Man, you saw where my second target was setting. I have a struggle with holding on to those. Let's go ahead and turn these on real quick. I did hold on a little bit longer this second time. But you see, as I reach that area of resistance where I've drawn a line in, that's where I start to have a little bit of a struggle. I did have some things going on during that trade. Like my kid walked in. He thought he was trying to be all funny in the camera, not realizing the camera wasn't showing. And then the doorbell rang. So look at that. Wow, that's almost a little frustrating. Just a little. But I also tell myself that there's no money ever left on the table. If you exit with profit, you exit with profit. Money doesn't get left on the table. That wasn't mine to begin with. It was there for the taking. But man, I struggle with that exiting at a little early. I think we're going to stick around just a little bit longer, and then we're going to call it a day. You know what? It's actually 10 o'clock. It's 30 minutes of me sitting in front of the market. I think my days are going to be a little shorter right now. I can feel a bit of frustration building up because I didn't stay in that trade longer. So let's look at these real quick. I'm probably going to pull this up on my 610 in just a moment. Actually, I'll pull that over right now so we can see it on there. It'll be a little bit easier to make out when we see it on there. So we can see all right in here. There we go. First entry. There's my exits. Next entry, really, really late. Waited for the proper one. And didn't hold on. Didn't hold on for one more day. There is the long that's happening now. I'm going to ignore it because I'm done. Part of the discipline here is not just taking the trades when you see them, but stepping away when you know you're not all with it. Summers are a little more difficult for me. I don't know. Maybe I look at a lot of this stuff and I listen to a lot of what I say, and I have to come back and say, you know, I find myself saying the words, these things are difficult for me. I find myself saying the words distracted a lot. So what I'm doing in my non-trading time is working on honing that in and keeping my mind on positive things, and instead of being distracted, learning how to stay in the moment, which, you know, I think I've got it down to a little bit of a science, but I still have work to do on it. So with that being said, gonna wrap this puppy up, man. 10:15 in the morning, done for the day. 6.75 points, not too shabby. So I think we're gonna call that a day, and I look forward to catching you guys on the profitable side.